Hey everyone, and welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're digging into a seriously fascinating topic from the AI WorkSafe Digital Privacy Guide. We're going to debunk some pretty wild myths about satellite tracking, and then we'll walk through a highly practical, step-by-step framework called the D.E.F.E.N.D protocol. It's basically your playbook for using technology smarter and keeping your personal data safe.
So let's jump right in with a question that, honestly, crosses almost everyone's mind at some point. Can you actually hide your home online? It's a pretty dramatic thought, right? I mean, a lot of us have this lingering fear that highly advanced satellites are literally hovering directly over our houses in real time, watching our every move like some kind of orbital security camera. And that naturally makes you wonder, is it truly possible to become invisible from space? Can you just push a button somewhere and wipe your house off the digital map completely?
Well, that brings us to Section 1, Hiding from the Sky, Fact versus Fiction. And this is where we really need to separate the Hollywood spy movies from everyday reality.
Because there is a massive credibility gap here. On one side, you've got this total fantasy of erasing yourself from satellites or using crazy camouflage and signal interference. Look, trying to hide your house under a giant wizard hat or using lasers is completely unrealistic, it's unsafe, and in a lot of cases, it's straight up illegal. Just don't do it. On the other hand, we have the reality, which is simply reducing your exposure across the web. We really shouldn't waste our time trying to interfere with commercial imaging systems. Instead, our goal today is to focus on practical, entirely legal ways to shrink your digital footprint across the platforms you actually use every day. To really understand what we're up against, let's move to Section 2, the spatial privacy stack and its layers of exposure.
The main thing to grasp here is that your home doesn't just sit on one single isolated map. It's more like a giant puzzle. It shows up in a bunch of different visual datasets all at the same time, which creates this multi-layered map of your life. Let's break down how this builds. Layer 1 is orbital, or satellite imagery. This gives you rooflines and maybe a pool, but definitely not the live personal activity people tend to panic about. Layer 2 is aerial imagery, taken from aircraft, giving you those sharper, angled views. Layer 3 is street-level imagery, which is huge, and we'll get into that in a second. Then there's Layer 4. Public and commercial records, like an old real estate listing that still shows your living room floor plan. Layer 5 is your personal content, social media photos with a geotag right at your front door. And finally, Layer 6 is smart home and IoT data, like those video clips from your smart doorbell. Literally every single one of these layers adds to your digital footprint.
Now, out of all those layers, street-level imagery is absolutely the most sensitive one for the average homeowner. Why? Because unlike a satellite that's just staring at your shingles, cars equipped with cameras for things like Google Street View or Apple Look Around capture things at a human scale. They show your front door, the exact layout of your ground floor windows, exactly where your security cameras are mounted, and even what kinds of cars are sitting in your driveway.
This whole concept is summed up perfectly by a quote from our source material. The real privacy threat is not one satellite image, it is data combination. That hits the nail on the head. A single fuzzy shot of your roof from orbit, that doesn't tell a stranger much at all. The real danger kicks in when someone combines that roof image with a public address database, throws in some interior photos from an old Zillow listing, and tops it off with your geotagged social media post announcing that you're out of town for the week. That combination is what creates a highly detailed, super vulnerable profile of your property. Which leads us directly into Section 3, the common privacy mistake, which is basically falling into a false sense of security.
You see, when people realize they're exposed, they'll often take one single action and then think, awesome, problem completely solved. The most common mistake is thinking that if you just blur your house on Google Street View, your property is magically invisible. Now, blurring is a fantastic step, and platforms like Google and Apple actually have official ways for eligible folks to request this. But it absolutely does not remove your entire footprint. It completely ignores drone videos, public tax records, data broker listings, and those old real estate archives that still show the inside of your house.
You can really see how this exposure snowballs. A single low-risk exposure, like just a standard roof visible from space, is honestly mostly harmless. But look what happens when you start combining medium exposures. If your front door is clearly visible on Street View, plus you've got location clues sprinkled on your social media, plus a real estate site still has all your interior photos, well, suddenly those medium exposures stack up and create a very high-risk profile. So, what do? How do we fix this without resorting to tinfoil hats or illegal signal jammers? We turn to Section 4, the D.E.F.E.N.D protocol, to reclaim your privacy. This guide introduces a really brilliant cybersecurity framework to help you take back your privacy layer by layer in a way that's totally practical and 100% legal. Let's walk through the 6 letters of this acronym. D stands for discover where you appear. E is evaluate what's sensitive. F means file official blur requests. The second E is edit your own exposure. N is network and account cleanup. And finally, D is document and review regularly. Let's break down exactly how to do this.
Kicking things off with discover and evaluate. You kind of have to be your own digital detective for a minute. Search your home address on map services, image searches, and real estate history sites to see exactly where and how your home pops up. Once you find that data, you've got to evaluate it. What is actually sensitive here? Keep an eye out for clearly visible entry points, kids' play areas, a home office window, or any obvious clues about your daily routine.
Next up, file and edit. If you found something sensitive, it's time to use official channels to get rid of it. If you're the homeowner or tenant, you can file requests to blur your home on Google Street View or Apple Lookaround. You can also reach out to real estate websites and ask them to pull down those outdated interior photos from when the house was last sold. Then you need to edit your own digital habits. Go in and delete those social media geotags and make a habit of cropping out your house number or those shipping labels on boxes before you post a photo online.
All right, now for the network and account cleanup. You absolutely need to secure the accounts that are generating this location exposure in the first place. The Federal Trade Commission actually warns that securing your internet-connected home devices is critical. So start with your Wi-Fi router. Change those default admin settings. Turn on two-factor authentication for all your smart home accounts and double-check that your cloud photo backups aren't accidentally broadcasting your live location to the public.
Let's actually put all of this into practice with Section 5, your 15-minute privacy audit. This is where we ground the D.E.F.E.N.D protocol into rapid, actionable steps you can take today.
If you're following along at home, you can obviously use your own address. But just as a safety tip, we always recommend practicing these concepts with a fake demo address first, just to get a feel for how much data is really out there. But here is your 15-minute game plan. Start by searching the address to look for name and phone number combinations linked to the property. Then, scan the street-level maps. Are your entry points or valuables super obvious? Next, dig into those real estate archives to see if your interior floor plans are still public. And last but not least, audit your own social media to make sure you aren't broadcasting travel clues, like posting real-time vacation pics while your house is sitting completely empty.
And that brings us to the final D in the protocol, document. Just keep a really simple spreadsheet. Note the platform, what was exposed, and the action you took to fix it. And here is the most important part, that number on the screen. Review that spreadsheet every 3 to 6 months. The internet is constantly updating its maps and records, so your privacy checks need to be a routine habit, not just a one-and-done event.
Look, if this all feels a bit overwhelming right now, take a breath. Don't panic. Your goal isn't to fix the entire internet in one afternoon. Your mission is to fix just one thing today. Search your address, find a single exposure point, and handle it. Request one blur. Remove one geotag. Shoot an email to a real estate site to delete an old listing photo. Or just go secure your smart home router. Taking just one defensive action is infinitely better than doing nothing at all. So, I'll leave you with this question. Will you take one single action to reduce your exposure today? Remember, while you can't magically erase your house from the sky, you absolutely have the power to stop strangers from easily studying your life on the internet. Take control of your spatial privacy stack, apply the D.E.F.E.N.D protocol, and stay safe out there. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you in the next one.